Greetings, car fanatics. I wanted to make a video to talk about how I was able to work towards getting my dream car, my 2010 Porsche 911 Carrera S. So a lot of you, I've seen comments, saying I'm pretty young. How did I get my 911? Well, I'm actually not that young, and the process of me working towards my 911 probably took about 7 years. It all started in 2007 when I was a senior in college. The Porsche had just come out, and at a $60,000 to $70,000 price range, I thought, hey, this is a really nice car, and it's something I could see myself getting into in the next few years. So from there, I really just started planning on how I would get my dream car. So in 2008, I graduated from college. I was a brand new lieutenant in the military, and I was stationed in the Boston area. So one of the first smart things I did was I didn't spend a lot of money. So in terms of rent, I actually had a roommate and was paying about $1,000 a month versus about $2,000 a month to have my own place. So that was a great way for me to save money. The next thing I did is I didn't purchase another car. I had my 2002 Subaru WRX, which my mom purchased for me luckily, and it was paid off. So I just drove the car and enjoyed it and didn't really think about buying another car because I knew what I wanted, which was, a Porsche one day. So I didn't buy a new car, and that allowed me to just further save money. And I say the third way I was able to work towards the 911 was just not spending money carelessly. So I didn't go out drinking all the time with friends. I didn't always go on fancy dinners and stuff like that. I didn't buy a lot of clothes, and I tried to adopt the philosophy that if I'm going to spend money, I need to buy something that's going to be durable, that's going to last me a while. For example, I purchased a snowboard for $350, the whole set, and it lasted me 8 years. I think something like that is an okay purchase versus something where you'll buy and maybe a few months later you won't use it. The third thing I was able to do was really just take all that savings and pay off my student loans. So when I graduated college, I had $30,000 in student loans, and it took me 3 years to pay that off. And once I did that, I was really in a good position. I was debt-free, and I was able to put away a lot of money. But still, this wasn't enough for me to go ahead and get the Porsche because I was not making that much in the military. So what I did was I applied to graduate school and got into a MBA program. And because I had served in the military, I got the Post911 GI Bill. And that really helped me with the college expenses. It covered about 60% of my MBA program, and that's all expenses paid. And the additional 40% that wasn't covered, I was able to use my savings to pay for. And this really set me up in a good position because when I graduated and I got a job out in Silicon Valley, I didn't really have a lot of debt and other expenses. So after about 7 years, I was finally able to treat myself and splurge to get the 911. So that's just my personal journey on how I got my 911. For everyone, it's going to be a bit different, but the one thing I will recommend is that you have patience in the process. So set your eye on what it is you want at an early point in your life, and then from there, don't really deviate, don't really compromise, because if so, you're going to have these, other cars and stuff that you purchase that really isn't what you want. And after you do identify early on what car you want, create a plan for yourself. Is it going to take you 5 years? Is it going to take you 10 years? Create a realistic plan that's going to allow you to get your car. And then the final thing is, after that, really just take the car that you want and set it aside. Don't think about it for the next several years, because if you do, you're going to obsess about it, and you might end up purchasing the car prematurely when your finances aren't in order. Thanks for watching, car fanatics. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave any questions or comments below.